Anderson Varejao checked in for Dallas.
You know, there aren't a lot of easy matchups out in the Western Conference. From top to bottom, the West is loaded, but the Hawks did a great job of beating some of the weaker teams out West when they did see them.
Dallas calls timeout. And for a lot of teams in the East, that is all you can do, Clark. Just beat the weaker teams in the West.
Well, that's a concession I know a number of teams in the East don't necessarily want to make. But if you're middle of the road East team like the Hawks, that's really all you can try to hope for.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Ed Davis is checked in for Varejao. Bang comes in for Green. Beal's checked in for Fournier. And Gordon subbed in for Robinson. JaVale McGee's checked in for Atlanta. Davis with a screen on Westbrook. Brooks pulls it in.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Westbrook, here we go. Burks can't get it to go.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Free throw good. Beal. Clark, you know this. It looked bleak at times, and they didn't finish where they wanted to. But the Mavs did sneak into the postseason last year with a very strong push.
And they took the Spurs to 7 games in that first round. A tough schedule for them at the end of the season, but they fought through it and got back to the playoffs. Very impressive.
Shoots it. Westbrook kicks to Millsap. Ball's knocked loose. Beal with the steal.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one too. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And for the Mavs, when they did get to the postseason, they gave San Antonio everything they could handle, taking them the distance to 7 games.
And it's blocked by Gordon. Mavericks leading by 9. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Burks kicks to Westbrook. 1 second left. And powered down the jam. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks lead by 9. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Mavericks leading by 9. Gordon out there with Bradley Beal. And there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's Green. And it's Davis at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And Beal kicks to Gordon. And there's Green on the assist by Eric Gordon. Green's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Mavs. Now here's Westbrook. McGee sets the pick for Westbrook. Over in the corner, Batum fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Not what they drew up, but they'll take the 2 points.
Dallas has gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Davis setting the pick for Beal. In the corner, it's Gordon. Shoots from 14. There's Noel. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
They have to box out better than that. I mean, that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
Feeds it to Batum. Into Millsap. They get it back. McGee. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Up strong off the offensive rebound.
What a play. They can cut this lead down if they start converting more of their second points.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, but you wonder, where were those earlier? They're just hustling more now.
Here's Noel over Millsap. Gordon goes in. Again, the miss by Gordon. The Hawks trail by 10. Beal with the steal. Gordon with it. Westbrook picks him up. Gordon the pass to Beal. Looking to end his cold spell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard, and they're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Anderson Varejao checked in for Davis. Saul comes in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Dang in for Daniel Green. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And with Atlanta, as you said, for a while now they've been a playoff caliber team, but making that next step into the elite class of the East has been hard.
The shot's good from Gasol.
And the buckets always coming in bunches for him. And right now, they are really rolling. That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
Gasol setting the pick for Gordon. Off the pick. No good from Gasol. And some of it, Clark, for Atlanta making the jump is personnel. It's never easy to get a franchise player without a high draft pick.
And in that sense, Kevin, they are a bit in danger of becoming a treadmill team. But they have a good base right now. And I think they just need to continue to keep adding talent and have the talent they have continue to develop.
Westbrook drives in from the arc. Westbrook missing again. Mavericks leading by 14. Outside Gordon. Six to shoot. The kick out to Dang. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Williams is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Outside Williams. Perkins with a screen on Gordon. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. He kicks it to Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Back to Gordon.
Gordon playing very well. He has 17 points and 2 blocks.
Well, his offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Steve, exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing. Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
Williams dishes to Perkins. Williams can't get it to go.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Beal with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 6. There's Beal with the 3. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Williams. And back to the camera system we were talking about. Some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of data, Steve, from those cameras.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear how different teams are using that technology. Some teams use it to check on the club's spacing. They'll see how many times a guy is dribbling the ball compared to the season before. That's what the Celtics did with Rondo. It's really interesting. It's a tremendous amount of data to process, but the trick is, making it work, making it mean something.
Outside, Batum. Back to Williams. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Burks. Second shot opportunity. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
They set the pick. Here's Noel. Lays it up and banks it in. Noel's got 4 this quarter.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Williams kicks to Burks. Back to Williams. And Burks now atop the key to the paint. Mavericks with the rebound. Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. When he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence. Just understand night in and night out.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Williams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, if you saw the Mavs play here in Dallas last year, you were in for a show. I mean, they were explosive offensively.
And that was good and bad for the Mavs last year, Clark. Great at scoring here, but they also didn't defend very well.
Very well or very often, Kevin. Still, it was always a fun time as the Mavs would end up with a 26-15 record here at American Airlines Arena. That's pretty strong home cooking.
Dang can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 13. Novak outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they started to cast up a lot more triples.
Dallas calls timeout. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Hawks. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Deflects the pass. Here is Nova. Fires it up. And the shot no good, a bit short. And now it's Tang running. Here we go, all the way.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
McGee is screen on Robinson. And Robinson comes to help. McGee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Ed Davis. JaVale McGee, a 7-footer with length and athleticism, can certainly play on the perimeter defensively. Guards the rim so well. Steve, he can reach over 2 feet above the rim.
That's unbelievable. You look at him, Kevin, all the physical traits you look for in an elite pivot man. A question for McGee is just his decision-making and his development, his focus.